the impact, so far the impact is only really kind of, it's, you know, Carlos wrote the record with us that we're still promoting, so the only difference is really in live. He's not been with us on the stage, so all the music that we're playing is still written by the 4 original members of the band. So, I mean, it's been kind of interesting going through a few other guys in the live setting. We had Dave Pajo and then we have Brad Truax. It's been actually a lot of fun. Dave Pajo's, you know, pretty legendary dude and like a great player, and it's, I don't know, it kind of made me admire Carlos's parts even more when you listen to someone else learn them. You know, it sort of reiterates the complexity of the music, and kind of, they're very hard to learn. It's very hard to learn a set of Carlos bass lines. But you know, it's really nice actually. You get some kind of new blood in the stage setup, and I think we all get along really well, and everybody wants to be here. So that's an important distinction.
Any plans for a permanent bass player for a new record as a permanent?
Well, we don't really have any serious plans about writing it right now. Right now it's just kind of getting through tour. So there's nothing too serious in discussion as to what we're going to do moving forward beyond that.
Awesome. Then Antonio Villanueva from Mexico City asked, said literature is one of the major influences for you in terms of letters and possible music. So which writers have influenced you the most?
You know, I have a hard time figuring out how literature affects like my lyrics, because I don't think that they're similar. I feel like film and very weird things like architecture have an influence on my lyrics, which that's kind of a crazy thing to say, but if you think about the juxtaposition of a skyline, like in one architecture right next to another form of architecture, right next to a broken down old building, that sort of, I think, has a parallel with what I write. But as far as authors that I love, Henry Miller takes the cake. He's my favorite.
All right. And Adrian Morales asked if you're afraid that at some point you will get not anything in mind to write a song and all you got is a blank page.
That's a very good question. No, I mean, it happens very rarely that there's no ideas, and as I get older, I think it's a process of sort of relaxing and understanding your own creativity a little bit more, so it's become easier for me to get ideas over the years. Lyrics is one thing, but like melodies and music, it's kind of always just there, you know, and I think as long as you stay stimulated, it's almost like a biological function when, I think, as a musician, if you are living your life and as a necessity of that life, then somehow it has to come out again in music. So I hope it never happens where it's like a blank sheet for more than a day, but you know, for writing lyrics, I have long periods of time where it's just not happening, and that's very frustrating, but music is easier.
That's great. Well, Corinne asks about how usually you decide which songs are going to make it to the set list of the show?
Well, that's kind of Daniel's gig within Interpol. He enjoys putting the set list together. What we do, I mean, the main plan is, you need to have a show that flows well, that has some, you know, high points or some adrenaline moments, and then some lower moments, so everybody can kind of relax for the next high point and things like that. Plus, there's 4 records that we want to get, you know, give a good share to. So we try and play band favorites, our favorites, and a good selection of 4 records, basically.
Great. And the final question is from Veronica Perez. She said she was able to read the essay you wrote about the time you went to the monarch butterfly sanctuary in Michoacan. She said she found it really beautiful, and she asked if that experience impacted your life in some way, or do you consider that a good memory?
Of course it's a good memory. Yeah, it's not a good memory to have kind of amateur writing in the public. That's like having, you know, I don't know. That was not written for a large audience. That was written to get a grade. But of course, yeah, I did go to the Monarch Sanctuary, and it was incredible. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Any plans for visiting some other cities, Guadalajara, Monterrey? This week, maybe go to Bajío?
I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. We're talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, dude.
Cheers. Thank you. Bye.
See you guys later.
Bye. Bye.